Today is a really special day for me. Something has happened that I want to tell you about that has made me both feeling extremely humble and extremely proud. I just got word that my thoughts on aging are going to be included, or are included, in the second edition of the textbook called Psychology of Women and Gender. And I am just beyond words excited and humbled that they would like to put my words into this textbook. A few years ago, when I started doing this social media, my son-in-law asked me why. And I remember standing in our kitchen saying to him, because I'd like to, in some small way, be part of changing the dialogue on aging. And now the fact that young women in school are now going to be reading this textbook and they're going to be reading what I said to them about aging is just pretty overwhelming to me. And truthfully, it wouldn't have happened without all of you. I could never have expressed my views and gotten the chance to say the thoughts that are in my head without all of you. So on top of being humble and proud, I am extremely thankful for every single one of you. This is beyond my hopes and dreams that anyone would think that my ideas on aging, my thoughts on aging, the ways I'd like to see aging changed would be carried on to the future generations in a textbook. I'm going to get the chance to reach all these young women when they're still young enough to do something about how we view aging and to change it for the future generations. So I just wanted to let all of you know about it, and thank you. And this has made I want to say my day, but it's probably my life. Thank you. What advice would you give to someone turning 50? Oh boy, I would give a lot of advice to someone turning 50. Only because I wish when I was 50, I knew then what I know now. When you're 50, you're just not really thinking about what it'll be like when you're 70. And that's what's so important. I can't stress enough that if I could give anybody one basic piece of advice when you're younger, it would be to think ahead to the person that you want to be when you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s. You know, we're all told to think ahead of where you want your career to be, what do you want to be when you grow up, but nobody ever says, what do you want to be when you're old? So my advice would be figure that out while you still have a chance to have some control. I mean, there is this old saying in life called, they always say, you can't control what happens to you in life, but you can control your reaction to it and how you react to it. And I would say the same thing is true about aging. You can't control whether you age or not. Of course you're going to age, but you can control your reaction to it. So keep that in mind. I mean, if you just go through life letting things happen to you and thinking that you have no control, you don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know who you're going to be. But if you look ahead and you have goals and you say, I want to be flexible, I want to still be interested in life, I want to be healthy, I want to have a lot of friends. There are a lot of things that you really can control as you get older. So my basic answer, I guess, would be to think ahead, plan ahead, decide who you want to be at age 70 or whatever age, and then you can do that. You can have some control. You actually do have some control over the person you want to be when you're older.